So this is a private stream, right?
It is as private as it could be.
Okay,
Yes,
good.
I've not put it on Mixer because I don't trust Mixer.
All right, so we are here. Hello. This is Minecraft, a game you may have heard of. It's filled with blocks of things.
Now, blocks are these special objects that have 6 sides and have a thing called a volume, which two-dimensional shapes don't have.
You may be thinking that volume. Oh, I know that. That's what sound is. But no, this is volume for space.
Space has a different volume, which Yuri Gagarin, the first man to ever discover space, discovered.
Didn't he? Isn't he the guy that bends the spoons?
Yeah, he is.
Is that how he got into space? He bent
He did,
loads
yeah.
of spoons and built a ladder.
Yeah, he did.
To get into space.
He built so many spoons that he was like, I've got to do something with them.
Yeah.
And because when you bend a spoon, you can't eat yogurt anymore.
No.
And as a yogurt enthusiast, he knew that
The only yogurt was in space.
the yogurt in space. But it's why the Milky Way is called the Milky Way, because
course.
dairy comes from space.
Yeah.
As we all know.
And like that famous Milky Bar.
Yeah, the Milky Bar kid comes from space.
Oh yeah.
Which
Isn't there a chocolate bar called Milky Way?
Yeah, Milky Way is the chocolate bar. It's got like soft insides, much like people.
Yeah.
Which
I know I have soft insides.
What about you, Brian? Do you have soft insides?
No, Brian.
Personally, I think we should stop talking about spoon bending and get into Minecrafting.
Okay, so anyway, Joe,
Yeah.
you work at Minecraft.
I hope so.
What do you do on Minecraft?
Well, I usually build things, so I'm part of the build team. I'm recent build team leader, so I'm as well as building most of the assets that are in the mashup packs that we make. I'm also delegating tasks to the other level builders as well. And I also do a lot of redstone as well, when we used to do a lot of redstone, but now it's a lot of command block stuff, and I still don't understand that stuff.
Yeah, I don't understand.
It's very confusing, and I'm pretty sure it's akin to witchcraft.
We will have someone to talk about command block stuff.
Yeah, someone who does understand it, like Thomas.
Maybe. Yes, like Thomas Fight. And Brian, so you work on Minecraft as well. So
indeed.
what do you do on Minecraft?
Personally, I am the senior texture artist for the mobs creation team. So I lead a group of talented individuals who brought you these wonderful creatures you see today in our lovely city.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic. And so, do you have a favourite one that you worked on while you were?
Personally, my favourite one has to be the alligator.
Yeah.
It's probably been the biggest mob. We've spent the most time on it. We've given it all these wonderful animations and brought it to life.
Yeah, it is one of my favourites.
It's such a good thing just to see something so different, such as this, to come into a game.
It is so cool. It is quite snappy.
Aye. Pretty snappy.
Yeah.
That's good.
But yeah, so I work on Minecraft as well. If you guys didn't know that,
I didn't.
I led the design on this thing we're playing right now. Like when that started out, we got like as many people as we could into a big room, and we just kind of like shot ideas at each other, like crazy magic idea bullets.
Makes sense to me.
And then we kind of like wrote down all the best ones, and then we kind of like try to boil it down to like smaller ideas that we could use for like mini games, and like things that could happen in the world.
Yeah, of course.
Then after we'd done that, I went away and spent like a week writing down all the stuff that we'd come up with, and then like I sent that out to everybody in the company, and they basically wrote back to me and said, "This is terrible. Go and do it again."
It never really happened, trust me.
And so, like after that, we kept doing that until we got to a stage where I could send it on to like other people to start doing their stuff, like building mobs.
Turn the gain up a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Is that better? Or
It'll take like 20 seconds to come through.
it will.
Building mobs and like levels and all this sort of stuff. So it was really good fun for me as a designer to watch all those little things take place and seeing what like everybody else made of it. So.
And you used to be the UI artist before,
Yes.
weren't you?
Yes.
So what was your take on being UI to being a game designer?
It was great. I've done some games design before I started working at 4J doing UI. So but nothing to this scale. So like I only done a very small project before, and so this was quite interesting for me. It was a really nice way of exploring the kind of like modular aspects of like our world that we've made.
Yes, of course.
It was a certain different take for like the level builders as well, because most of the time we're given a bit of concept art and told essentially this is what you need to build.
Yeah.
Build it.
Yeah.
Whereas we had a lot more freedom, especially with regards to the mini games, and I did a bit of the command block work for some of the mini games as well, and it was quite refreshing to actually try and design something as opposed to just essentially following instructions or following references, because we're building this entire map off our own backs without any clear-cut references like we usually would have.
Yeah, normally we do, for everyone's information who hasn't really seen our stuff before, we do mashup packs. We did mashup packs for, official mashup packs for Minecraft before. So we would maybe get people coming to us and saying, like, we want you to do a mashup pack for Adventure Time, or for Fallout, or for Steven Universe, or something like that. And we'd basically get as much stuff as we could about that, and then we'd build the world as we saw it, and then we'd send it to them and they go, that looks amazing, that looks terrible, do it again, you know.
Whereas this time this map was completely solely in-house.
Yeah.
Everyone had a hand in it. I don't think there was anyone who didn't work on the pack.
No, I think it was everybody in the company had a little go on at least something about this. So.
And it's a good thing because at least everybody in our work at least spoke to you once to talk about the design of the game.
Yeah.
For mobs, for example, Tom wanted to create an underwater creature that lived in the sewers, more specifically a bad guy, attacks you, all that sort of thing, and then that's how the alligator came to form.
Yeah, and you need it in a city. You'd need alligators in the sewer, because what happens is, like, people buy them as pets when they're babies, and they don't understand that, like, they get bigger. They get bigger. So they get a bit bigger, and they go, oh no, there's a massive apex predator in my house. What am I going to do? Oh, I flush it down the toilet. And that's how they end up in the sewers. Everybody knows this.
Yeah,
everybody knows this.
So it's a good thing because we're taking, like, you know, a lot of everyday life as well.
Yeah.
Just trying to mix it and just have a bit of fun with it as well.
I've lost count how many times I've bought an apex predator and flushed it down the toilet. It's at least once a week.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that will do. I think once we're starting flushing things down.
Once you start speaking about toilet humour, then the whole